Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. 2022 Tundra. I have owned this thing for a year now. Kind of snuck up on me, but I just got my registration in the mail. 1 year. Actually, I've owned it for a little over a year if I'm getting my 1 year registration already, but made quite a few videos on the truck already. It's my daily driver. It's not really set up for overlanding or anything, but I do have a tent on here right now. This is the iCamper Sky Camp 3.0, the full-size one. I wanted to show you how it looks on the 6.5 foot bed. It kind of just gives some other thoughts of the truck since, you know, like I've said a dozen times, I've owned it for a year now. The Tacoma here, tucked nicely into the garage, is still kind of my primary adventure rig with the Sky Camp Mini on there. But I've said it in a bunch of videos, so if you're tired of hearing it, whatever, have a recent, a newborn. I guess he's almost 2 months old now. So I guess, I actually said once he's 2 months, he's no longer technically a newborn. Anyway, my adventure life has been kind of put on hold for a bit. End of pregnancy, newborn, had some complications with the newborn. He's all good now though. And also building my house, obviously, which I say a lot and you've seen videos, but I think this will be a setup that we'll use kind of to get the whole family out, just so we can spread out in basically what is a king size bed footprint in the Sky Camp. But yeah, I'll try not to talk too much. I feel like a lot of my recent videos have been pushing the hour threshold. So what we have here is a 2022 Toyota Tundra limited TRD off-road. This is the double cab. Is it called the double cab? I always get this wrong. Tundras and Tacomas naming is different. This is the access cab version of the Tundra, the smaller cab, but I think it's called the Crew Max is the bigger one, and I think this one is called the double cab. I always brain fart on that, but double cab with a 6.5 foot bed. So you can get the Crew Max with the long bed, but then you basically have a limo truck, very long, kind of harder to park. I would have some issues fitting that into my garage, how it's laid out right now. So this has the same dimensions, same wheelbase, same overall length as kind of the Crew Max that you see everywhere with the 5.5 foot bed. Since most of the time I'm driving in this truck by myself, I decided to opt for the smaller cab and the bigger bed. And how's that been working out for me? Still really liking it. Car seat does fit back here. This isn't our main vehicle. This isn't the main family vehicle. Typically, we'll take Ashley's RAV or we'll take my first gen Sequoia when we're kind of hauling people around. So for the most part, I just put stuff in the back seat. This is just an extension of the storage area. And for that, I really still like this very small door. Opens all the way, doesn't take up a whole lot of space here, but I put all my stuff here in the back seat. And as you can imagine, building a house, I'm hauling lots of stuff in the bed of the truck, the 6.5 foot bed. I probably will soon add the CBI rear bumper to this. It's a really sweet looking rear bumper and it's kind of modular. You can add swing outs to it or not have swing outs. I have no intentions to run swing outs on this truck because this is still going to be kind of my utility truck as I'm building out the homestead and whatnot. I will still be hauling tons of stuff. So let's kind of walk through the truck. I'll talk about things that have been good or bad, but really all good. No issues with the truck, no recalls, no turbo problems, no axle problems. There was a couple random recalls that I had. There was like a computer recall that didn't affect me, and then there was some axle bolts that mine weren't loose, but recall to go in and get those checked out. And I've had no issues, not a single issue, no CarPlay issue, no electrical gremlins, no turbo problems. Haven't had a single issue. I have a little over 10,000 miles on the truck. I'm on 37s and I'm getting around 15, 16 miles per gallon of primarily mountain driving. So let's see up here. You can watch a lot of my older videos to get a recap on a lot of this stuff. I deleted all of the chrome. Came with a lot of chrome. I hate chrome. Deleted it all. Actually paint matched all of the chrome here. You could wrap it, you could paint match it, you could do a lot of different stuff. So I just have the default limited TRD off-road grill. with the camera relocate that comes with the CBI front bumper kit here. I have a couple fogs up in here. I don't have a light bar. I do have a Warn VR to 10S, so synthetic line, 10,000 pound winch, factor 55 ultra hook. I've used the winch actually quite a bit just around the property, and the bumper has been nice. Allows a little bigger tire without as much trimming. It's really flush, as you can see here. It doesn't stick out much even with the bull bar. So you have some radiator grille protection, a little better approach angle. It's a steel bumper, and then obviously place to mount some more lights, winch, all that stuff. So CBR front bumper, really been happy with that setup. It does keep all your sensors as well that plop into there. And then wheels and tires. So currently I'm running the Toyo Open Country RT Trails. These are a brand new tire, not the old RTs. These are the new Trail RTs. I think they're RT Trails technically. And these are 37, 1250, 17-inch wheels. This, I've been very happy. Has really good road manners, aggressive tread. Again, I haven't been really off-roading this truck too much. It's quite dirty. My driveway is kind of off-roading at the new place right now, but I haven't done much trail stuff on this truck. So a lot of road driving, has really good road manners. However, the Toyo AT3 snowflake rated tire, I have noticed that it performs better on snow, on like road snow, like highway snow, road stuff. So sometimes when it's snowing, I'll actually still feel a little better. The Sequoia, it is a four-wheel drive vehicle with a separate center differential lock, but when you don't lock the center differential, it's kind of behaves a little more like an all-wheel drive vehicle. So this is a little bit better because it's not an all-wheel drive vehicle, but with the center differential unlocked, and the Toyo AT3s has a little better snow performance than the Tundra, which is always center differential locked when you have your four-wheel drive, so it's not as good for road use, obviously. And these tires, not quite as good. But road manners have been really good, and they look beautiful. I think 37s are a good look on the Tundra. They kind of feel like maybe 34s on a Tacoma. You know, I think 40s would look sick, but no gearing. The 10-speed automatic transmission in the Tundras is excellent, and the twin-turbo V6, plenty of power. So this is definitely my nicest riding vehicle that I own right now. Gobs more power than even the 4.7 V8 with 33s. This is much peppier. And again, getting about 60 miles per gallon. That's not, I don't do much freeway driving. That's 37-inch, pretty chunky tires, front bumper. These are the Relations race wheels, and these are in bronze, and they're beautiful. I love them. It's a very cool, this is the I always get these mixed up, RR6 or RR7. Either the RR6 or the RR7. You'll be able to tell the difference. Subtle between the two. But I have these in bronze. They are the H, stands for hybrid. So you can run them just like this, and there's no fake ring, there's no bead lock, but these are all threaded. So you can put a beauty/protector ring on this, still run them like a normal bead tire with a little protection ring, or you can put a true bead lock here like I have on the Tacoma. So the same exact wheel, you can use non-bead lock or non-bead lock with protection ring, or a true bead lock on the same wheel. So great wheel. Been very happy with them on the handful of vehicles that I have them on. I don't have a roof rack. I'm still debating whether I want to toss the Prinsu up there or not. I think roof racks are awesome, like utility wise, but looks wise on the little short cab, and especially if I'm kind of having just the Diamondback cover and not much over the bed, starts to look kind of like a top hat. So aesthetically, I'm not sure. I probably will end up putting one, and then I'll probably put on sliders, because this truck, even though it's only lifted about 2 inches right now, on 37s, lifted 2 inches, the girls have a hard time getting up into the truck. So I may put on some CBI sliders/steps on there soon, just to make getting into the truck a little bit easier for them. Diamondback cover has been amazing on here. Typically, this is the first time actually, well, I've had a tent on here randomly, but I don't typically have a tent on here. Typically, it's just these. These are the shorter Yakima ones that work with the channel system that's mounted on the Diamondback. You can get it like this from factory. From Diamondback, they sell this and they can mount it for you. But I went for the lower racks because I was carrying a lot of like 16-foot things on the bed and into the cab through the back window here. So these rack systems, I actually put one way in the front and one way in the back to kind of spread the load out when I was doing that. And that was great for hauling some long pieces of lumber. Granted, you can only carry as many that way as will fit into this back window though. So for a lot of other stuff, you know, 6.5 foot bed with the tailgate down, that's actually over 8 feet. So I've been carrying a lot of 12-foot goods and stuff in the back, just in the back of the bed. But the Diamondback's been great. Underneath here, you can't access it with the tent on, and that's kind of why it's been my setup, because I don't have a tent. Under here is a storage box, so you just pop this cover open and have tons of storage. I think I have a bunch of cardboard back here that I gotta get rid of, but you can kind of see it back up under there. Loving that setup. I still access stuff in there quite a bit. And then the bed I keep pretty much open for just, again, hauling stuff. Got various tie downs. Occasionally I'll grab trailers. You need to use my trailer for something. Need to rent a mini excavator or something. So I kind of keep my tow ball in there. I don't like it in all the time. And then a little tool bag back here. I actually got this thing. I was thinking about how to access stuff. Well, let me see, it's kind of stuck on some things. So I was talking to my buddy Philip, and he had this tool setup, a broom with a little like bike hook screwed into the back. I put a little hose clamp also to kind of reinforce this. So sometimes if things are way in, especially with a 6.5 foot bed, now I use this to reach in, pull the stuff out of there. So that kind of lives. This little broom, just got it on Amazon, I think. I can link all this stuff below. I always link things below. Appreciate you using those links. So bed's been good. Factory Toyota bed liner has been good. Stuff doesn't slide around back here very often. I do a lot of stuff, again, with the tailgate down, which is why I don't think I'll ever have swing outs on this truck. And the stuff in here, like all of this stuff, really doesn't slide around much at all. So that's been an extremely good setup. This, I actually, honestly, kind of the little button here, I thought would be kind of a gimmick, but I use it all the time. I don't know if you can see here. So I'll be like carrying like a box of something, and I'll just come over and hit this and then lift the box and put it in there. So this thing that I thought was kind of a gimmick, once I remembered that I had it, I actually started using it a fair bit. So that's all been good. I have towed a fair amount, but no big loads. Probably 5,000 pounds, 6,000 pounds. The heaviest stuff I've towed is the being mini excavator I just rented from Home Depot. So everything exterior has been flawless. The truck is super dirty, obviously, as you can see, but it's 32 degrees out right now and is often pretty cold. So washing my cars at my house is kind of tough. So occasionally I'll take this through a drive-through car wash and that'll work out nicely. Still kind of have my little money clip in here. This is just a little vinyl wrap. I wrapped a few of these like gloss piano black components in this kind of textured vinyl just because I liked it better. Miscellaneous stuff in here. I probably did a truck EDC video. There's a couple of them on my channel if you want me to dive a little deeper. But cab's been great. Adaptive cruise control, heated steering wheel, love it. Heated and cooled seats, love them. This big screen with wireless Apple CarPlay, love that. This little MagSafe charger that I have on a little 67 design mount, little custom setup that I did that charges in the cigarette lighter up here. Excellent setup. I find the cubby space layout's pretty good. This kind of fits in Nalgene. You really got to cram it in there. If they just made this, 2 millimeters bigger or something, it would have fit this perfectly. Big fail. I don't understand who designs water bottles these days, but you guys aren't doing a very good job. Seats, excellent. This actually thought this was kind of a gimmick here, this little slide back thing. You can slide it back to get access to or lift the whole thing open. Actually, I use this a bit. Get stuff out of there, just through there. So that's been pretty great. Trying to think of what else. I don't have the premium sound system, and the sound system is okay. The premium one's much better, probably. And if you're a real audiophile, you can do aftermarket. But the default non-upgraded sound system, nothing great about it. But you know, just kind of listening to music in the background or whatever gets the job done. This is a mess right now. It's just kind of been my junk drawer for variety of crap. There is kind of this has like a false floor, so this whole tray lifts up. I added this, just bought it from Amazon, and you have more storage, kind of hidden storage underneath. So I have some kind of hidden stuff underneath there, and that's been good. Another set of cup holders back here. Back seat is, it's small. So I think I showed it in the last video. It does fit a rear-facing car seat. I have a Nuna car seat, whatever the lightweight one is. It fits in here, and then Ashley can fit into the front seat. Ashley, luckily, pretty small. She's like 5'3", 5'4". This seat has to be pretty far forward for a car seat to fit in the back of this. The back seat of the double cab Tundra is smaller than the back seat of the crew cab Tacoma. These seats are a little more upright, not quite as much legroom. This is ridiculous here. I don't know if you can see. You can't fit through here. So, I mean, maybe you could, I don't know. But it's not much room back here, as you can see. This doesn't slide or anything. This is the room you have behind this. In 2022, the back seat of the double cabs shrunk quite a bit, probably by about 2 inches. I have a buddy, Philip. He has a 2021. His double cab back seat, way better, way better. This one, usable. I can fit back here, but you gotta, you know, put your seats forward a little bit. Headroom is okay, just not a ton of leg room. Do I regret getting this over the Crew Max? I don't think so, because again, the longer bed I've been utilizing a ton of utilization. And then again, the Sequoia, I really do love the first gen Sequoia. Ashley and I have been kind of kicking around the idea. Ashley really loves her RAV. She's got a 2019 RAV4 in there, Lunar Rock, gets good gas mileage, easy to park, super nimble. Sorry, the sun is just so bright, the Colorado sun. We're closer to the sun, so it's brighter here. So we may, at some point, get rid of the Sequoia and the RAV and get, you know, the family vehicle. So it's kind of split up now. Sometimes I'll drive the family in the RAV, sometimes I'll drive the family in the Sequoia. Still like the Sequoia, but I have a lot of vehicles. Maybe I'm getting more vehicles soon. I don't know. Maybe I'm selling some. I don't know. But the truck would be a better family mobile if I did get the Crew Max. But still, no Ragrets, tons of storage room under this. Watch some of my previous videos, and this is just a towel I have back here still, kind of protect it. I'm throwing random junk back here, and the baby's back here sometimes, or Isabel's back here, and all those things are messy. So that's kind of just a car seat, and maybe they sell a better car seat, but anyway, underneath storage, excellent. I still think this was a big miss, having no pockets in the back here. I should develop someone, or I don't really have time, somebody else develop something, a little thing that connects this and this so you can get a little bit of storage in that little gap. I think that'd be a nice little addition. But again, yeah, got the cup holders back here, some chargers. Mine didn't come with it, but you can also have AC port back here. I wish mine did come with it, but it doesn't. And the truck, it just drives nice. Like, the transmission is so smooth, the power, it has torque, 37-inch tires, like pretty aggressive 37-inch tires. And it's still just a sweet truck. I was actually at Home Depot the other day, and this is not an infrequent thing. Someone comes up and it's like, God, that truck is beautiful. They don't know who I am. You know, they're not like, oh, I'm a fan of I mean, that happens too, but people that don't even know me or anything about me come up and they're just like, man, that truck is sweet. And I think so too. So year review, man, I kept this video. I think this video, I'm still on the first take. This is all just one take here, and I'm only at like 20 minutes in. So it's like the fastest video ever. Huge fan of this truck so far. I know it was originally, there was a lot of skepticism. A lot of people were like, oh, turbos are gonna blow it. You know, who knows about the real longevity. Again, a little over 10,000 miles, getting about 60 miles per gallon on 37s. Rides excellent. Adaptive cruise control, heated steering wheel, all that stuff, all the modern amenities, big old screen, wireless CarPlay. Feels good, feels like a nice modern vehicle, and it's my best driving vehicle. So I love to drive this thing. It's been great. 6.5 foot bed, awesome. You know, in my first video, if you want to hear me talk about some negatives of the truck, I kind of unload in, I think, the first or second video of the truck, and I talk about where all the areas where that they fell short. Because Fords and Rams and Chevys, they're all doing a lot of good stuff, and I still do think overall the Tundra is behind on a lot of them, but it's a great truck. Oh, one quick thing I hate about the Tundra, you can't drive it with the door open. This is on a lot of newer modern vehicles are like this. I believe it can be turned off on a lot of them. I haven't looked into if you can turn it off for the Tundra. Probably you can, but I don't know how. But if you know, let me know down in the video description. Driving with the door open. I do this on occasion. I'll have the door open. I'll be, you know, like trying to look at something on the side or any number of reasons to, you know, back up or go forward a little bit with the door open. You cannot do it in the Tundra. It just shifts it into park if your door is open. Let me know if you know how to fix that. Okay, sweet. The next video or two, actually, this has been a long time coming. A lot of people asked me, if I could choose one, would I choose the Tundra or would I choose the Tacoma? So I'm gonna do a video basically comparing Tacoma to Tundra. That'll be coming to the channel very soon. I don't know if I'll film it right now. I don't think I have time to film it right now. I gotta go do some stuff. So I'll try and upload this video quick. If you have questions, Tundra versus Tacoma, ask them in these comments and I will try to compare them or talk about them or whatever in that upcoming video, because I think I'm probably gonna film it. I'll try to film it after I upload this so I can get some of your guys' feedback. But sweet, thanks for everything. I'll link to all the mods and stuff that I've talked about down below. As always, you can check out my website, LLOD.us/coupons. There I have some coupons and a lot of affiliate links. So if you want to support the channel at no extra cost to you and find brands that I love and trust, and some I have relationships with, others I don't, go there, click those links, buy stuff. Really appreciate you using, you know, those links, just bookmark them or whatever, and so you can find all the stuff there. Yeah. Whew. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off now. Until next time, take care.